in lesson 7, that is atoms and molecules in 10th standard chemistry. We have learned about the postulates of modern atomic theory, the atoms and molecules, what is an atom, what is a molecule, that is all we have learned. And today we see average atomic mass. I already told that this average atomic mass, that is the measurement of the atomic mass is very difficult method, or it is more complicated to measure this average atomic mass. So here why it is complicated? Because the elements occur as isotopes also. So we have to consider the mass of the isotopes also. So when you want to consider the isotope, we have to consider the abundance of the isotopes also. So what is this average atomic mass? Average atomic mass is nothing but the weighted average of the naturally occurring isotopes. Average atomic mass A is nothing but the weighted average of the naturally occurring isotopes. Weighted average of the naturally occurring isotopes. So it is nothing but the weighted average of the naturally occurring isotopes. So here we have to consider the percentage abundance of these elements also. So when you want to consider this percentage abundance, we have to take the average, weighted average. So I will explain it using an example. Consider mixture. For example, mixture 1, which has a mass of 9 and its percentage abundance is 50. Percentage abundance is 50, and that mixture 2, which has or isotope, we will consider mixture or isotope. Isotope which has mass 10 and its percentage abundance is also 50. So the percentage abundance of the second mixture is also 50. And how to find out the average atomic mass? So average atomic mass will explain it using an equation, that is average atomic mass is equal to mass of first isotope. Mass of first isotope into percentage abundance of first isotope. Percentage abundance of first isotope plus mass of second isotope into percentage abundance of second isotope into percentage abundance of second isotope. So this is how you can calculate the average atomic mass. So for this, what you have to do, you have to substitute the values. So the mass of first isotope is what, 9, and here you have to use the percentage abundance also, here into 50 by 100 plus the mass of the second isotope, it is 10 into 50 by 100. So it will be equal to what? 4.5 plus 5. So it will be equal to 9.5 atomic mass unit. 9.5 atomic mass unit. Here we have to convert the percentage abundance into fractional abundance. That is, we have to substitute as 50 by 100 or we have to substitute as 0.5. So we have to consider we have to convert the percentage abundance into fractional abundance. That is 50 by 100 or you can substitute 0.50. And in the periodic table, the average atomic mass, it is considered as atomic weight. So we are calling it as atomic weight in the periodic table, or atomic mass is also known as the atomic weight. But it is not the mass of the individual atom. It is the average atomic mass of those elements. So we have to calculate the average atomic mass for that element having the isotope. For example, carbon 12. Carbon occurs as two isotopes, carbon 12 and carbon 13. So for that we have to calculate the average atomic mass. How we can calculate the average atomic mass? Here this carbon 12 occurs as 98.9%. Its percentage abundance is 98.9%, and carbon 13 it is 1.1%. Then already we know how to calculate the average atomic mass. The average atomic mass is equal to what? Mass of the first isotope, 12 into 98.9 divided by 100 plus mass of the second isotope, that is 13 30 into its percentage of attendance is 1.1 divided by 100. So here 12 into 0.989 plus 13 into 0.011. So it will be equal to 11.868 plus 0.143. So it will be equal to 12.011 atomic mass unit. So here we arrived at the average atomic mass of carbon, that is 12.011 atomic mass unit. And here this average atomic mass, it is the average mass of that element and it is not the atomic mass of the individual carbon atom. So we must not think that it is the mass of the individual atom. It is the average mass of that element. So this is how you have to calculate the average atomic mass, that is the mass of the first isotope into percentage of attendance of the first isotope plus mass of the second isotope into percentage of attendance of the second isotope will give the average atomic mass. So I hope you understood this average atomic mass. Then about molecules and molar mass, or molecules and molecular mass. Molecules and molecular mass. Molecules and molecular mass. Here, except noble gases, all the atoms, they will exist as some of the molecules, or it will exist as element and compound in a definite fixed ratio. Okay, it will be occurring as a compound in a definite fixed ratio. Or a molecule is a combination of two or more atoms combined together by strong chemical force of attraction. So here a molecule is a combination of two or more atoms joined together by strong chemical force of attraction. So it is bind together by strong chemical force of attraction or through chemical bond. Strong chemical force of attraction or that is through the chemical bond, or it is a combination of two or more atoms through chemical bond. So a molecule is a combination of two or more atoms by strong chemical force of attraction or chemical bond. So this is the definition for what molecules. So here all compounds are molecule, but all molecules are not compound. Why? It is not explained in the book. Because for example, when you take this hydrogen and oxygen, it will exist as gases. And there are examples for molecules. Whereas both this hydrogen and oxygen, it will also exist as this type. This is what compound. So here all compounds are molecules, but all molecules are not compounds. This is not compound, this is a molecule. So this example you can give to define that all compounds are molecules, but all molecules are not compounds. So this example you can give for that statement. And now we see classification of molecules. How these molecules are classified. Classification of molecules based on the type of atoms. Classification of molecules. So here, if a molecule contains similar kind of atoms, if a molecule contains similar kind of atoms, if a molecule contains similar kind of atoms, then it is known as homoatomic molecule. Homoatomic molecule. If a molecule contains similar kind of atom, then it is known as homoatomic molecule. Similar meaning homo, for homo meaning same or similar. When same kind of atom is present in the molecule, then it is known as homoatomic molecule. Now I will give one example. For example, hydrogen, this nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, and then iodine. Here these are all examples for homo diatomic molecule. Here you can see hydrogen, same kind of atoms present, two hydrogens, so homo, two or same kind, so homo, and two hydrogens present, so di, two atoms present, so diatomic, homo diatomic molecule. So these are all examples for homo diatomic molecule. Now I will give another example. For example, this O3. This is an example for what you can tell. Same kind of atom, so So HOMO and 3 atoms present. So HOMO tri. 3 means triatomic molecule. So O3 is an example for HOMO triatomic molecule. Now next one, when different kind of atom is present. If a molecule contains different kind of atom, then it is known as heteroatomic molecule. If a molecule contains different kind of atom, then it is known as heteroatomic molecule. Different kind of atom, then it is known as heteroatomic molecule. So I will give one example. For example, HCl. See here you can see two atoms are present. One is different and another one is also different. HCl. So HCl is an example for hetero. How many atoms are present? Two atoms are present. So heterodiatomic molecule. Heterodiatomic molecule. Can you give one example for another heterodiatomic molecule? NaCl. NaCl. Sodium chloride. The common salt is an example for another heterodiatomic molecule. Then for heterotriatomic molecule, carbon dioxide, CO2. It is an example for heterodiatomic molecule. Triatomic molecule. Then for heterodiatomic molecule and for a homotriatomic molecule also you can write examples as heterotriatomic molecule. Another example is H2O. That is water is an example for heterotriatomic molecule. Then we will put on table. And the number of atoms present in the molecule is called its atomicity. So this can be asked in short answer. This is a prepared question. So atomicity. So the number of atoms present in the molecule is called its atomicity. The number of atoms present in a molecule is called its atomicity. Present in a molecule is called its atomicity. So this is a short answer. Now we put a table. So here when the atomicity is 1, atomicity is 1, 2, 3 and above 3. And the number of atoms is 1, 2, 3 and above 3, what happens? What is the name of that element? See here when the atomicity is 1 and the number of atoms is 1, then 1 implies mono. So monoatomic molecule. So its name is monoatomic molecule. Then when the atomicity is 2 and number of atoms is 2, then it is diatomic. Diatomic. When the number of atoms is 3 and its atomicity is also 3, then it is called triatomic. And when the number of atoms is more than 3, then it is known as polyatomic. Polyatomic molecule. So in this you can expect 3 short answer, that is what is homoatomic molecule, what is heteroatomic molecule, what is atomicity, and the examples can be asked in one word. See in all the question paper you can expect one word from this one. The example of homoatomic or heteroatomic will be given and they will ask identify the homotriatomic molecule, heterotriatomic molecule. So they will ask all the examples. So this is the one word that you can expect from this molecules. And now, relative atomic mass. Relative atomic mass, RAM. So here it is nothing but the mass of the molecule also. So the number of atoms present in the molecule, the mass of the molecule also we have to express. So this relative atomic mass is nothing but the mass of one molecule of the element divided by the 1/12th part of the mass of carbon atom. It is a ratio between the mass of one molecule. Mass of one molecule of the element, mass of one molecule of the element divided by the 1/12th part of the mass of carbon atom. 1/12th part of mass of carbon atom. 12th part of mass of carbon 12 atom. So this is the definition for relative atomic mass. Already I told that relative molecular mass, that is relative molecular mass is a ratio and it has no unit. And already I told that related to atomic mass also it is a ratio, so it has no unit. So here RAM is also ratio, RMM is also ratio, so it has no unit. Both of them has no unit. And when the molecular mass is expressed in gram, it is expressed in gram, then it is known as gram molecular mass. When the molecular mass is expressed in gram, then it is known as gram molecular mass. In the previous class I told that when the molecular mass is expressed in atomic mass is expressed in gram, then it is known as gram atomic mass. Here, when the molecular mass is expressed in gram, then it is known as gram molecular mass. For example, the gram molecular mass of water, it is 18 gram, and the gram molecular mass of ammonia, it is 17 gram, and the gram molecular mass of carbon dioxide, CO2, it is 44 gram. So these are some of the gram molecular mass of water, ammonia, carbon dioxide. So it is nothing but it is expressed in grams, so it is known as gram molecular mass. Now let us calculate the relative molecular mass of some elements. I will give two examples. So in the relative molecular mass, what you have to do, you have to add all the atomic mass of the element present in the compound, that will give the relative molecular mass. For example, in sulfuric acid H2SO4 is a formula, we have to calculate the relative molecular mass for H2SO4. Here 2 hydrogen is present and 1 sulfur is present and 4 oxygen is present. So what you have to do, relative molecular mass of H2SO4 is equal to, here how many hydrogen is present? 2 hydrogen is present, so 2 into what is the atomic mass of hydrogen? 1. So 2 into 1 plus, here in sulfur only 1 sulfur is present, so 1 into what is the atomic mass of sulfur? 32. And here 4 oxygen is present, so 4 into what is the atomic mass of oxygen? 16. So you will get what? 2 plus 32 plus 64, it will be equal to 98 gram. 98. Okay, so this is the relative molecular mass of sulfuric acid, no unit. So 98, and this sulfuric acid is 98 times as heavy as 1/12th part of the mass of carbon atom. The sulfuric acid is 98 times as heavy as that of the mass of 1/12th part of the carbon 12 atom. So this is how you have to calculate the relative mass of what? This sulfuric acid. Then how do you calculate the gram molecular mass of water? So here water, we have 2 hydrogen, so 2 into 1 plus oxygen, only 1 oxygen is present, so 1 into what is the atomic mass of oxygen? 16. So 2 plus 16, it is equal to 18. So this water is 18 times as heavy as the 1/12th part of the mass of carbon 12 atom. Now here I have explained about the average atomic mass. You see 2 examples. For example, this is example 1. Here the oxygen exists as isotopes. There are 3 isotopes of oxygen and it exists in the nature as well as in the human body. Oxygen exists in the nature as well as in the human body. There are 3 isotopes and its mass is given in atomic mass unit and its percentage abundance is also given. And now we are going to calculate the atomic mass of oxygen. What is the formula? Mass of first isotope into percentage abundance of first isotope. That is, this divided by 100 will give this value. So I have written like this. So this divided by 100 will give 0.99757 plus mass of second isotope into percentage abundance. That is divided by 100. I told that this percentage abundance must be converted into fractional abundance. That is, you have to divide by 100. Okay, so it will give 0.0038. Then this mass of third isotope plus into what? Into what? This percentage abundance of the third isotopes. This divided by 100 will give 0.00205. When we simplify, we will get 50.999 atomic mass unit. So this is the average atomic mass of what? Oxygen. So when you round off, you will get 60. And here the average atomic mass in the periodic table, it is not a whole number. When you see the periodic table, the average atomic mass given is not not be the whole, but they give like this 12.1, 0.1 or something. And average atomic mass of some of the elements can be hydrogen 1.008 and hydrogen helium 4.003, lithium atomic number 1 and here it is 2, lithium it is 3, 6.941, hydrogen helium lithium beryllium the atomic number is 4 and the atomic mass is 9.012 and the atomic number for boron is 5 and its atomic mass is 10.011. Okay, so this is the average atomic mass of some of the elements. Okay, now we will see another example for the calculation of isotope boron 10 and boron 11. Here 5 proton plus 5 neutron and here this is a 5 proton plus 6 neutron. Here what is this number? This is nothing but the mass number. So this mass number is nothing but what? Sum of proton plus sum of neutron will give rise to mass number. The number of electron will give rise to what? Atomic number. So here boron 10 mass is 10 and its abundance is 11 and the mass of this element boron is 20 and its abundance is 80. So average atomic mass will be equal to what? Average atomic mass will be equal to what? 10 mass of first isotope into percentage abundance was what? 20. Okay, percentage abundance is 20. Sorry, percentage abundance is 20 and here mass is 11. Okay, so 20 divided by what? Divided by 100. We have to convert it into fractional abundance. Then plus what? Mass of the second isotope into percentage abundance how much? 80 divided by 100. We have to convert it into fractional abundance. So 10 into 20 divided by 100 it will be equal to 0.20 plus 11 into 80 divided by 100 it will be equal to 0.80 and then it will be 2 plus this one will be 8.8, so it will be equal to 10.8 atomic mass unit. So we have calculated the average atomic mass of boron. Average atomic mass of what? Boron. So this is how you would have to calculate the average atomic mass. And then in today's class we will learn about what? Relative atomic mass, relative molecular mass, average atomic mass, molecules. What are the classification of molecule? Homoatomic, heteroatomic, polyatomic, atomicity, everything we have learned. And I want you to do activity 7.1 and 7.2. So in activity 7.1, they have given one table and you are asked to find out the number of proton and neutron. What is how you can find out the number of proton and neutron, and you have to find out the mass number also. Mass number is nothing but sum of proton and sum of neutron. Okay, that will give the mass number and you have to find out the average atomic mass. How you have to find out the average atomic mass? So today we have seen some problem. That is average atomic mass is equal to mass of one isotope into percentage abundance plus mass of second isotope into percentage abundance. That will give the average atomic mass. And when we express the molecular mass in gram, that is known as gram molecular mass. And how do you find out the relative molecular mass? You have to add the atomic mass of all the elements in the compound and that will give the relative molecular mass of the compound. Then you have to do activity 7.2 also. What is this activity 7.2? Here in that you have to find out whether it is a molecule or whether it is a homoatomic molecule or whether it is a heteroatomic molecule or whether it is homotriatomic or diatomic. So everything you have to find out, or it is polyatomic. You have to find out and write in that table. So I want you to do activity 7.1 and activity 7.2. I hope you have understood the class. If you have any doubt, you can clarify in the doubt clearing session. Going to be